here on the Nifty, but Anisha as well as Mangalam, they're on opposite sides this time around because ITC is the biggest loser. Mangalam, tell us exactly why.
Indeed, Nigel, ITC the biggest loser because the number of moving parts for the GST continue to increase. Now, we understand from government officials that the proposed compensation cess for GST will be above the 26% rate slab. Earlier, we were talking about 22%, 12% and 40%. Now the 26% slab has been introduced. In that, there would be a higher rate coming in for demerit and luxury goods in the form of a cess. So now you'll have a GST and a cess. So what happens is that tobacco, SUVs and other luxury products will experience a high cess under the proposed mechanism. If that does not happen, if there is no cess, then that 26% rate itself would be hiked to 40%. In simple terms, basically what this means for ITC is that they currently pay 25% on the state VAT and they pay about excise duty of around 40%. Now, if the GST rate is 25-26% without any cess that has been spoken about, then there is no changes to the ITC volumes as well as earnings trajectory. However, that scenario is out of the window with the cess being proposed, and if there is no cess, the GST rate itself will be increased to around that 35-40%. So if that happens and the excise duty is still the same, then the company will have to raise prices by about 6 to 9% to offset the higher interest or tax outgo. And if that happens, there's a risk to the volume growth. So all in all, it doesn't augur too well for ITC. But then again, there are three moving parts and all three of them are unknown right now. We have GST, additional cess, the rates of both of them, and the excise duty, which will be taken in the budget. So these three things are unknown. The uncertainty is something that the street doesn't like, and that's why the stock is down.